All right, finally, the new gaming hoarder has come back to the airwaves. Sorry, I had to mess with the rock. This is Alex Lexus. On your knees, Shin Takuma, Gokin. Oh my God, how many people we got on today? Fuck.
6 it looks like.
All right, look, fuck it. The Juggernauts are here for the New Gaming Order podcast.
Alex, just because you have to take your hand off your dick doesn't mean you should know how to count past 5 by now with just one hand.
I put things up and put them down. I pick things up and put them down.
Good looking, sexy shaved black man.
What the? Oh my gosh! Yo, what is he talking about? Unbelievable!
Talk about me. I look pretty. Now I gotta find out which
don't go toss my salad. Alright, this is out of control. New Game Order, January 16, 2016. And we are going to do our quick introductions and just, jump right into it. I started late. I messed up. I was suffering from a sinus infection and kind of said, fuck it. I got really complacent this week. So I'm recovering, but all is good. But going around the table, let me see who I got so far. Demizzle, can you give us your intro, please?
I would just like to do my intro in a quick song. Like you used to call me on my cell phone.
Alright, Demizzle, you've been kicked off the podcast.
Used to call me on my cell phone when them W2s hit. And I know when that tax check
It's not working. They're missing. I don't know what's going on.
Who's ready for tax season baller season?
The classic reuse sounds.
Alright, well,
tax season ballers out here.
Well, hey, some of them are doing what they gotta do to get that tax money from fat chicks, but that's a long story. No comment.
Alex, why do you talk about your plans like that? Seriously.
No, I got a lady. I'm good. Ha! Parry! Ha! Counter! Let me stop. Nelson, well, actually, gonna go. Gokin, cousin, what's going on? What you playing? And, look, New Gaming Order. My cousin is probably under the impression that I'm mistreating him and neglecting him. I've been carrying guilt from Comic-Con, and now further guilt for Guilty Gear XRD last night.
I'm tired of black on black crime.
That's my cousin!
Yeah, so I'm gonna fix that.
I get no love, man. No text messages because I'm not on Facebook or social media. I apologize for that.
Oh, Gokin, volume on your mic is kind of low.
It is? Oh, let me move it in a little bit. Is that better?
Just a little bit.
It might be your headphones, Alex, because
I'll put the gain in.
Loud.
No. I heard it on the last show. I was doing, I was watching the podcast. It just came in low. So if anything, I did the adjustments. So as long as everybody could just speak up.
I should be good now. But
all right.
Yeah. So I am now Team PC Master Race, Team Sony PS4, and Team Xbox. I'm on all three now.
So you're team everybody.
I'm team everybody. I'm in.
Now, you know what? When are you going to join us for Halo?
I will join for Halo when I can afford an Xbox Live subscription. If anyone has a free trial for 30 days or something.
It comes with the game. It comes with the game.
I will check it out because I do have Halo 5, Forza, and Killer Instinct.
All right, cool.
He says it like Shinwar, Killer Instinct. I'm like, what the heck?
Wait, you said Nupe's breath stink. Oh, let me stop. Unbelievable. Alright, so, okay, so Gokin, moving on your knees, what's going on, man? What you got in your crib? You know what? Why didn't you play me in Guilty Gear last night when I sent you the invite?
Yeah, I tried to jump in, but you disappeared 2 minutes later.
Dude, you could have just hung out in the room and played other people.
I tried to join. I tried to join the room and it said it couldn't connect. So I don't know what the fuck happened there.
All right, we're gonna fix that. You know what? Friday Night Fights next week. Gokin, on your knees, Demizzle. We're all gonna reconvene and do that again because that was a hell of a session last night. It was good shit.
Yeah, I can only stay for 2 matches, but I got 2 wins in those 2 matches, so it was all good.
You should have stayed because everybody started adjusting.
What time do you guys start that?
Friday Night Fights is usually around the 9, and anytime after 9 p.m.
All right, yeah, because I can get there right after work. I can do about an hour.
All right, that's cool. Yeah, because I started learning new tech for Guilty Gear. It's not the same. It's like Chris. It's a lot of adjustment, bro. A lot of adjustment. Some stuff that I was trying to do from past games wasn't working. You know, and Chip has new moves. Kai has, you know, some other stuff. Same thing with Soul. He didn't lose anything. He gained stuff. So I'm like,
When am I gonna
man.
get my arcade stick, Alex?
Chris, I need to get wires, man. The shit's fried.
I thought you said it was fixed and ready. What the hell is this?
When I tried it, it wasn't working. The last time before that, it was. And it wasn't responding on PC or anything, so I gotta get new wires.
You know what I would suggest, I'm gonna give this person a shout out because he does really good work. I would suggest taking your stick to Ben Fong in Brooklyn because he does really excellent work.
How is it his prices?
Excellent.
Okay.
That's his name.
Alright, so you know what? So Chris, what I'll do?
Yeah, Brooklyn's a bit of a haul for me.
Yeah, I'm closer to Brooklyn than anything. So Chris, I'll do the
Get
link
your
up
ass
for
on a
you.
train and get there.
Fuck that shit. That's expensive.
Chris lives pretty far, man. Like for an arcade
Oh.
stick, considering.
You're gonna log on the railroad and get your ass over there.
Man, shut your Texan behind up. Open carry laws. What the heck? Unbelievable. Alright, Shin Takuma, what you got in your crib? Shout out to Michael Hurdle. I love that catchphrase, but I don't want to steal it, but it's my paying homage to him. And plus, he called us out. Got a response for him, but Takuma, what you got?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all gamers and all gamers, it's your boy Shin Takuma.
Wrong.
What's going on? That's all I got. Much love and respect to everybody and everybody else and whatnots, and I love you. Thank you.
Talking about black men and stuff. What the heck? Yo,
I'm talking
Takuma.
about me. I'm a sexy, handsome black man. What are you talking about?
What?
You heard me? What? You heard me? Wrong. Damn right.
Alright, and then alright, so and Nelson, what's going on, man? Any announcements and updates?
Announcement is I'm still alive. That's it.
Hey, it's a new day. It's a new day. That's what I'm talking about.
I will not. I will not.
Happy?
I'm not happy. That's definitely not the case.
You know what? You and your girlfriend have to go out on a date.
Yeah, we'll talk about that, but yeah, I'm just alive, and no one needs to know anything further than that.
All right, so Newgamingorder. So I'm gonna kind of fix my fuck up. I'm gonna do like a regular conversation. I took some notes throughout the week on some things that stood out, but I already covered a topic pertaining to Snoop Dogg's response to an Xbox Live outage that he experienced. So I did lunchtime TV, and being that I want to get the rest of the staff to weigh in on that, pretty much Snoop Dogg went to social media and started ranting, talking about Xbox Live is fix your whack ass service, and it was a quick video, and he said, I'm gonna go to PlayStation if they don't fix their stuff. He started throwing Bill Gates' name under the bus and all that, and pretty much so that I give the staff a chance to understand, the foundation I'm putting. We all know Bill Gates is no longer with Microsoft in that capacity. He's a philanthropist, right? He's ill-informed because if he goes to the PSN, he's not going to get any better service. If in fact, it's going to be like going backwards. All right. Now, Demizo, I know for a fact, was educating me on the server farms and how Sony piggybacks, whereas Microsoft has their own servers, right? So if Snoop Dogg knew better, or if he was like an informed gamer like Ice-T and a couple other celebs that put it out there, like, he would know that, like, why would you go to another service that's not as good? The only thing that I even said in my lunchtime TV video was that when Sony does go down, not like a $2 hole, but when they do go down, they compensate their subscribers. So for any time lost, they give it back. So they were down for 12 hours, they gave 24 hours back. So at least Sony recognizes that, yeah, we have to credit time because our system is prone to going down, right? So But that being said, you know, I was even saying in my solo video that, you know, I prefer the Xbox Live service because even Goken said it, in which I made a reference to him in that solo video, that it's a solid service. If you compare them, you know, outside of the PC, like for those who were watching Friday Night Fights last night, that game was flawless. The netcode, it was almost as if when me and Demizzle had our warm-up matches, it was like I was actually there with him. So PC, once it's running, it's off to the races. But for a paid service, and Microsoft needs to lead the charge in getting rid of this paywall shit. But if somebody's paying you, this shit should work. End of story. You know what I mean? But I know I'm trying to stir the pot because you know, Goken had said some things in a podcast many moons ago that, hey, you know, I just want to stir some buzz. So with that, I wanted to start off. Who do I got first on my list? Demizzle, what are your thoughts on, you know, Snoop Dogg making the rant on Xbox Live and throwing Bill Gates' name under the bus?
I thought it was kind of funny because everybody who watches like Snoop Dogg on social media and whatnot knows he goes very hard for Microsoft Xbox and Xbox Live. Like, he's a diehard Madden head and he's like a diehard NCAA college football guy. So he's like, he's not on the level as Ice-T is in terms of notable celebrities who do play video games a lot, but he is very much a video gamer. And I thought it was more a moment of frustration because
you could tell in his face, like, yeah, he was just mad.
Unlike Sony, like when Microsoft goes all the way down, it's noteworthy because it rarely happens. Whereas Sony, it's a common thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I can understand his frustration with it. And yeah, like when you think of Microsoft, you automatically think Bill Gates, because who honestly knows who the fuck works at Microsoft outside of Bill Gates? If you really come down to the average user, you know.
Average user, I agree with that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
but
not
Bill
like,
Gates has been like distant from the company for so long.
But still, his name is like synonymous with the product, no matter
like
how
Steve
long.
Jobs and Apple, like that's them, or Rocky Balboa and Sylvester Stallone. I get it.
Right. It's like as soon as you say Microsoft, the first thing that pops to mind is Bill Gates or Windows. Those two things are synonymous with the Microsoft name.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't blame him for it. It was more funny than everything because everybody got a good laugh about it, and it wasn't meant to be taken super duper serious.
Yeah, I agree.
And like whenever you are using something and it breaks down, you like, fuck this, man. I'm gonna go use the competitors, and just a momentary lapse of frustration. That's all it was. It's
Okay.
not gonna be made a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, with that being said, you know, in the solo video, I pointed out that you do know the original Xbox and the 360, like, Live was on it, you know? I think that what's hurting Xbox Live now is the fact that they're trying to expand and experiment too much. And if it...
Even though they're expanding, like, in the Xbox One era, how many times has Xbox Live actually been down 100%? I can remember like twice that it's happened.
Well, in my experiences, I haven't ever had an outage with it, ever.
Yeah,
you know?
That's what I mean. Like when PlayStation Network is down, it is down for everybody. Like when Microsoft Xbox Live is down, it may be down, like certain features may be down,
yeah,
but it's not down 100%. So this was like the first time it was down 100%.
But here's the thing too, could it have been like a connection thing too?
No, like Microsoft confirmed that they had an outage and it's down for everybody, and it lasted for about like 18 hours.
Now, when was this? Because I still don't...
It was the day that Snoop Dogg put the video out.
Alright, because I wasn't even, like, maybe I didn't log on or something, I don't know, but I didn't even know, to be honest with you. You know, so, but here's the thing, you know what? Again, the other argument is if you're paying for this service, there's no excuse, because on the PC, you don't have to pay a fee. You know what I mean? That's why I'm getting rid of Guilty Gear XRD for the PlayStation. Because I'm like, I got the PC one, I don't have to pay for it, and it runs better.
I kind of disagree because nothing is up 100% of the time, all the time. Like I work for a Fortune 500 company as a computer technician and a network administrator, and our networks are never up 100% of the time.
Then they need Viagra.
So,
Bruh.
like you strive for 100% uplink connectivity, but that's not a realistic thing.
Okay. All right.
No matter what you're doing.
No, well, you shoot for 95%. If you want 99%, you'll never have 100%, but they usually aim for around 95%.
Goken, I can barely hear you.
Oh, sorry. I said they aim for around 95 to 99% of uptime. Most companies.
Okay.
You can't
Wait,
get
hold up, D-Man, you got your network security network certification?
Yes.
Yeah, we need to talk. We need to talk.
Probably, all right, on the intermission. But you know what? If Demizzle, that concludes your point. I wanted to give Goken the floor on that topic with Snoop Dogg. Well, what are your thoughts?
Tag in Goken, then.
Hot tag.
I felt like Snoop Dogg was looking for some promotion. You know what I'm saying? Some moolah. You know, like for Microsoft to reach out to them, hey, don't do that, you know. Hey, here's some endorsement, blah, 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 you know?
Yeah.
It was a weird one. I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
That
it is.
mofo got more money than all of us combined.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you can never have too many endorsements.
Oh, yeah. This is true. This is true. Now, considering I'm trying to keep the Guilty Gear on screen, so we'll just go in the order of whoever's in the Discord. So, since Demizzle went, I know Nelson should be next on the floor, unless you want to go last, Nelson.
It doesn't matter if you want me to go now.
All right, yeah. So, what are your thoughts on Snoop Dogg's rant and throwing Bill Gates' name out there?
All right, let me clarify something that the majority of our panel has been saying for some time now. Who gives a flying fuck if the service went down? You guys
Hey, man.
are so petty. No. You guys are so fucking petty. If something goes down, you bitch and complain, and then you have another competitor with its fan base shitting on that. It always happens both ways. It doesn't fucking matter. Like, if Snoop Dogg says something, who's gonna really take him seriously? He's not an actual gamer. If he was, he would be helping the community more. He is not doing no input at all.
Amen. Because I think some people made a big deal about it because it was Snoop Dogg. It could have been anybody else saying the same thing.
But Snoop is Snoop. That's the reason why people's gonna say something about it, because he's a known figure, but not in the gaming community. All right?
Mhm.
Anytime when Snoop opens his mouth, it's always something stupid, and this is something more or less stupid. You will have your outages, you will have your downtime, you will have your maintenance. Everything has a fuck up. I don't care what it may be. Steam fucks up, Xbox fucks up, Sony fucks up, Nintendo fucks up. It's okay. This has to stop. And him putting Bill Gates' name out there, what is he gonna do? He's like, oh, it's Snoop Dogg. Come on, guys, let's pat on the console and make it work. No, like, the fuck is you?
Damn.
So, my point is guys, just let it be. Not everything is gonna be like super fucking perfect, unless if you're talking about when we became gamers and like the Super Nintendo era, the Genesis era, the Sega Saturn era, the 64 era, the Dreamcast era. Those were actual good times where consoles barely had any flaws to it, unless if you dropped it, it came malfunction or whatnot.
Man. The classics.
But it was always good, and they took their time. You guys want everything rushed. You guys want everything now, and this is what you're getting. You're getting fucked up servers, you're getting fucked up games, you're getting fucked up internet. So there you go. There's your answer for everything. You, the consumer, are fucking it up because you're rushing the company to make it sales quota because you're fiended out now in this new generation.
It's a combination of the investors wanting a turn on what they put money into, and they're capitalizing on. Well, like you said, like the consumers that want it now.
Yeah, and the thing is, I can see that you're trying to capitalize again to make more money, also releasing with DLC and patches and so on. But if you actually take the time, like how older generation was, and you actually fully complete your game, there wouldn't be this nonsense that we have in this new day and age, except for maybe the little here and there spit spat with console wars, but that seems like it's never gonna die because someone needs something to talk about.
Let's give him something to talk about.
Alright, that concludes my little spat.
All right. So since I'm kind of blind at the moment, who's after Nelson? Goken, you already went, right?
Yep, good.
All right, next.
Man, Snoop, listen up, dog. Roll your ass down the street.
Whoa, hold on. You
Smoke some
said
gin and
Snoop.
juice.
Listen up, dog.
I said Snoop, listen up, dog. Roll your ass down the street, smoke some Endo, and just sip on gin and juice and chill till the damn shit come back up.
Really, Takuma? Really?
That's all I got to
Really?
say because ain't nothing you can do about it. Right?
Really, Takuma?
Ain't nothing he can do about it to make everything go back to where it was perfect. I'm sorry. I mean, hey, it happens. It's network infrastructure. Shit
Uh-huh.
gonna go down sometimes. I'm sorry. It happens. Hey, internet may go down, phone service may go down, but it's gonna come back. So don't trip about it.
The only time is good to pay for something that goes down is never mind.
I mean, damn.
Hold up. Did I say that
You
out
need,
loud?
man, you need Jesus.
Jesus? No, let me stop. But I mean, okay, I didn't skip anybody, did I? Yes.
No.
No. All right. I mean, I guess to conclude, because I don't want to, beat a dead horse. But at the end of the day, I agree with Snoop Dogg, but not 100%. Like, if you're paying for something, it shouldn't be having issues. But then everybody else does bring up a valid point. You buy a car. Over time, you might need maintenance or something. That's why I just remember how I used to be saying things like with the PSN and so on and so forth. I kind of reversed my position and it's like, all right, look, it's not as good as Xbox Live, but at the end of the day,
Everybody paying for a cell phone bill. Your cell phone may go down sometime, but it's gonna come back up. So what's the gripe about?
yeah,
Calm
I
down,
think
calm
people,
down.
yeah, I think people have to change and just be a little more understanding because social media is giving folks a platform to get up on their soapbox and trash people and trash companies and so on and so forth. And they're attention seekers. That's the society that we are slowly being indoctrinated into. And Snoop Dogg did get a lot of pop for it in the sense where people were like, "Oh shit,
Pop
off, yeah."
Pop off.
So that was his pop off moment.
Pop off.
But for those who actually saw the solo video, I would just say, I didn't want to not give the staff a chance to weigh in on it, and I didn't want to wait because it just dropped that day. And for the sake of our partner Fullscreen, I wanted to get the content to start on that. All right. So with that, make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Check us out on newgamingorder.com for the latest and greatest video gaming news. We're gonna go into intermission while we load up for our next topic. Make sure you join us for that. And if there's any connection issues, I saw Phil Metal Phoenix said this. Oh, he made a comment on the topic, but I didn't look at the screen. But if you guys can be my eyes and ears on the staff, if anybody's putting comments in the chat, just randomly put it out there. I want to make sure that they're engaged in the broadcast. All right. So we out like juggernaut bitches. We'll be right back for our next segment. Peace.